amazing day. You know why? Because it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is Undiscovered here at Social Media Networks. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and as always, I'm going to thank all of you guys for being here, and I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I know I did. I just got back from Chicago this morning, so I'm a little jet lagged, just a little bit, but I cannot wait to introduce some of my guests today. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Two very powerful women are going to be sitting here in this chair next to me, and as you guys have noticed, I have a different setup than normal. We're trying little things out, try to change it up a little bit, but as always, please stay tuned and be ready to meet our new guests. See you after the break.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Our first guest today has written this amazing book, and she created what is known as Body Flex, and she is the author of Be a Loser. Everybody welcome Greer.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Please sit down.
Good.
So thank you so much for being on this show.
Thank you.
Like, I did a lot of research about you beforehand, so I'm really, really, really excited to
What'd you
know
find
all
out?
the things. I found a lot. First of all, this book definitely comes up. If you Google her name, like, she pops up everywhere. There's tons of YouTube videos out there spanning so many years, right? You've been in this game for a pretty long time, correct?
Well, I created the program 33 years ago. Way back when.
Yes, way back when. And things are very different now, like, because Body Flex, we're going to introduce that, is a fitness program that she did create. And back then, fitness is very different than it is now. The research behind it, the science behind it, the ways people are kind of teaching things, right? There's so many things coming out now. So tell us your experience about then and now, because you have been doing it consistently, correct?
Well, 33 years ago, there was no news at all about breathing. People thought breathing exercises, well, everybody breathes. Who doesn't know how to do that?
Right.
But I learned this program from a physiologist in San Francisco. And she made these claims: you can lose inches, you can feel better, you can do all of these wonderful things and transform your life, and it's the best thing you can do for your life and for your fitness level. And I thought, I was a mother of 3. I had 3 10-pound babies, you can imagine.
Right.
And I was overweight and out of shape and tired. So tired. Get up tired, go to work tired, come home tired, and go to bed tired. So I learned this program, and I didn't believe it worked. Who ever heard of such a thing? Standing still, breathing, and losing inches, losing weight, and feeling better, like in a matter of days. I mean, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't believe it worked, and I kind of hoped it didn't, because I wanted to be right. But you know what? It worked anyway. I went from a size 14, 16 down to a size 4, 6 in 90 days.
That's amazing.
And I felt like a new person. And so I started on my campaign and did research for many, many years until I have the science behind this program. Back then, there was no science. Nobody talked about breathing. Nobody talked about breathing exercises for anything. And people laughed at me. They made fun of me. Well, now, fast forward 33 years, it's not so funny anymore, because there's research everywhere about breathing exercises for better health, for weight loss. I mean, it's even in medical text. The medical text, the medical school textbooks written by the most famous physiologist probably that ever lived, Dr. Arthur Guyton, he says this, in medical text: all chronic pain, suffering, and disease is caused by lack of oxygen at the cell level. Now, I don't know what more I can say about health than that. I teach this program that is a life-changing, body-changing, mind-changing situation. It's an unbelievable program. We have taught, via videos or CDs or whatever, over 50 million people this program worldwide. That's a lot of people that need help.
Yes, and so did you get instant clients? Like when you first put this out, like let's talk about that, because you had all this research behind it, put all this work behind it. It became like, another child. And so what was the reaction to it? Like right away, like if people started to try it out right away, like they gave it a chance and everything, they get instant like, hey, this is it, guys.
I wasn't a businesswoman back then. I was a housewife, and even though I gathered all this information and all this research, I was packed with information. I didn't have any clients. Nobody. Who's going to come and learn this? Mm-hmm. So what I did was I took little recipe cards and I wrote on them and I put them in the laundromat and in the grocery store. Day 1, day 2, day 3, nothing. Day 4, day 5, nobody called. Finally, somebody called me. Mm-hmm. Somebody called and I had a client. And I taught that person. That person changed the way she looked in 14 days, and her whole life, her whole countenance changed. And of course, when somebody learns this program, they have friends, they have family, they have co-workers. So everyone saw with their own 2 eyes what happened to this person. Mm-hmm. And that was the beginning. And I've been teaching, my classes have usually been minimum 100 people. I would teach I've taught all over the world, from Germany, Russia, Spain, Europe, everywhere. And the thing about it is, everybody's got the same problem. They're tired, they're overweight, they don't feel good, and they want a solution. This program is a solution. It's everybody's program, everybody.
Yeah, because the biggest thing about it, and then I learned, because it's not a lot of time per day. And like I think what people dread is they think of working out and they're like, oh my God, I have to spend how many hours at the gym, like on a treadmill, right? They just don't have either the time. There's working single mothers. There's people that just don't have the motivation.
And they don't want to do it.
Right.
Let's be honest,
getting them
folks.
to do
Let's
it
be honest. Let's be honest. You don't want somebody, you got to go to the gym and you can work out for an hour and a half and things are going to change in 3 months. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Who's going to do that? Now, if I tell somebody you can stand still for 15 minutes a day, you can drop a dress size in a week, you can feel better basically overnight, hey, we're on board, right?
Right.
Are you on board?
Oh, yeah, I'm on board. I like efficiency. So, if I do a lot in a little amount of time, that, you know what I'm saying? So
it's simple. People just need to just use common sense. I have the science and I've done plenty of research, believe me, 33 years of it. But it's common sense. Oxygen provides the body over 90% of the energy that we have. Oxygen provides fat-burning ingredient. That's what burns fat in the human body is oxygen. So the 2 things we need the most and don't have and want are provided with this program. And you don't need to run around. You don't need to move.
That's true.
So it's for everybody, whether you're an Olympic athlete, whether you're wheelchair bound, whether you're young like you, whether you're older like me, whether you're challenged in any way, it's for you.
Yeah, and I know that the common thing that's going around is that everyone argues no one knows how to properly breathe. And you tell a random person on the street, they're like, what do you mean? I'm breathing now, right?
Exactly.
In and out. But like if you listen to even chiropractors, anyone, they really teach you how to breathe properly, and when you look at it, it's like, wait, I don't do that. Oh my God, I've been breathing wrong my whole life.
But breathing properly, that's not even the solution. It's not about breathing properly because our lungs go clear down to here. You see this? Right down here. And we use, listen to me, less than 20% of our lungs to breathe on a daily basis. Think about that. So we have everyone has learned to live below the minimum. So we just kind of adapt to living tired, living overweight, living not feeling good. We don't have to because we have right here, and it's free basically in our own air, we have a technique that doesn't call for medication. It doesn't call for lots of time invested. Everybody's got 15 minutes a day. There's no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse at all. And then, so let's talk about this book for a second. So did you write this book immediately, or did you write this after you found you had multiple clients and you saw that, oh my goodness, like I have something amazing here, something big here? What really inspired the book itself?
Well, I've been on Home Shopping and QVC and the shopping networks all over the world actually, and traveled, and I gathered my information, and people were saying, well, we can't get to you, we can't get this, we need something. The book has been printed in 11 different languages.
Amazing.
And it's very basic. When Random House, largest publisher in the world, by the way, published that book, I couldn't believe it. But anyway, they took that book and published it. And they said that, they sent me a copy, and it was in little tiny writing. And I said, oh no, that won't work. Nope. I said, you need to make those letters bigger, because my clients, whether they're young or older, they want to have bigger letters in there so it's easy to read. Easy to read is something that's, very appealing to all of us. But, the program has been extremely successful. People have copied it, people have knocked it off, people have done this, that, and the other thing. But I'll tell you what, there's only one Body Flex. I created this program a long time ago, and there are basically millions of people that have had a chance to have a better life and to live without excess body fat, and to live a much more productive, happier, healthier. I've taught politicians and movie stars and people in wheelchairs, challenged, older, younger. I mean, I'm 77 myself, but my claim to fame is that I'm a well person. I'm well, and I look at people my age, and I'm thinking to myself, they're in wheelchairs, they're on walkers, they're on crutches, they're it's just, and they don't, I mean, I'm sure some of it is inevitable, but, there are many people out there who could have a much more active, happy, vibrant life.
And so, leading off of that, so do you feel like that's your biggest motivation, continuing to do this all these years, is having single clients and seeing what you've done for them and how their lifestyles change?
Absolutely.
Right.
Every person has to bring something to the table in our life to help others. Because basically all we have in this life is one another. That's it. We just have each other. So what we can give to someone else to enhance their life and to give them a better life. Can you imagine what it's like to teach a group of people that don't feel good, that are overweight, and to be able to teach them something and have a second class in 2 weeks, and they come back and they're so happy and they feel so much better? I mean, think about that. I mean, that is a wonderful contribution to be able to. I'm so thankful that I have that opportunity to offer that to people that will take it, because it's a fabulous program that does the only side effect is you're going to be leaner and you're going to feel better. Oh boy. Yeah,
and you get to meet someone inspiring like yourself. Well, and I'm sure you've made many connections, many friendships over the years. Do you still keep in contact with some of your clients, the ones that you've really, I'm sure they really send their heart out to you, write you letters and things like that, and they do. Tell you how much you probably changed their whole life.
Well, I try to make it a point to say, this is not, those people, yes, letters, and when I was at home shopping, I used to get boxes of letters, when I'd come to do my shows, but it's not about me. It's really not. It's about the program. I'm just the spokesperson. I mean, I'm just the mailman delivering the news. Yes, I created the program. Yes, it's mine. However, I don't take the credit for it. It's the program that's really the hero. I'm just out there doing the footwork and helping.
You're the
people.
voice.
Yeah,
an inspirational voice.
And people love the program. Once they do it, and I've looked down the skeptics for years and years. They look at me and say, well, I don't like it. I don't think it's going to work. I say, okay, just clam up and just do it, okay? And then come back in 2 weeks and tell me how you feel. So, they once they learn it, you can see in their faces as I'm teaching them that the wheels are going, and they're saying, you know what? This could possibly work. Hello, It's a wonderful program for young, old, men, women. It's a life-changing program. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't do it myself. I needed the program so bad. I was married to a doctor. And when I started doing it, he just says, oh, this is crazy, Greer. You're not. When he saw the change in me, he about fell off his chair. I told him, you need to go back to medical school, buddy.
I'm going to be your teacher now, is what you said. So what's amazing is you look amazing, obviously. So you're a walking proof.
Well,
everyone who's still...
I just do the best I can.
And it's absolutely amazing. What would you say, because I know there's so many different types of workouts now, since the beginning, and even then, there's bodybuilding, there's high-intensity interval training, there's yoga, there's Pilates, all of that. Would you say, though, that you know, because I'm a firm believer that people find what they enjoy most and what fits them and what type of body type they're looking for. Would you say that yours fits everyone? It's good for everyone, or it can also be an addition? What would you say for people that would argue that?
Well, here's what I say. I've seen people that go to the gym, and they've been going to the gym for 5 years, and they look exactly the same as the day they went.
Mm-hmm.
They use it for entertainment. Good for them. But if you want to get results, I'm results driven here. I mean, I need to see results, and I want to see them now. And I don't think I'm any different than a lot of people out there. I mean, you know, we don't want to wait for results. We want to see action, and we want to see it now. And if we see a little bit of improvement, then we have a mindset, yes, we found something that finally worked, so we keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And this program is for everyone. This is for somebody who wants to spend 15 minutes a day. They want to see results. They want to feel better. And they want to keep their life busy like it is, so they don't have 2 hours a day. Now, if you're independently wealthy or you just don't have anything else to do, if you want entertainment, go to the gym, visit, have a few green drinks and so forth. But if you want to get right down to it and get some results, this is the program for you. This is the program. I mean, one size fits all.
Right.
I've taught classes where I've had an Olympic athlete standing here, which I've taught plenty of, and somebody in a wheelchair here, and I'm teaching them the same thing. You learn it to your own ability. Oxygen burns body fat. Oxygen gives you energy. That's how it all works. Look up the word aerobic and see what that means. People, oh, you have to become aerobic to burn body fat. Yeah, you do, but what is aerobic? Aerobic is simply increasing oxygen to the body to burn body fat. That's why you run around in the gym, just to exert your body so that you breathe deeper. You increase oxygen to burn fat. Why run when you don't have to? Why don't you just go right to the aerobic breathing technique without all the action? Yeah, it's really, I'm sure you've all heard of Charles Atlas. Charles Atlas went from the skinniest guy to the strongest man in the world. He stands there with the world on his finger. Remember? You've probably seen. Charles Atlas did something similar, not exactly, but similar to what I did. He burned off his excess body fat, and he toned muscle and built muscle with no equipment. No equipment. He used no equipment, and he became the strongest man in the world.
So this is very, financially efficient for some people that can't afford, to buy a home gym, to even go to a gym. They can, listen to you and learn your program. Another thing I would like to ask is a big thing that people are going to argue is diet, right? That's a hard thing for people is to, cut what they're eating, like to be restricted, to obsess over the calories, all of those things. What is your view with your program with diet?
Well, this program's not about food. Hallelujah. It's not
There you
about
go.
food, okay? So I'd like to hear a good excuse of those people out there that say, well, I don't know. It's not about food, folks. I'm not saying that you can go crazy and, but I am saying that you can live a normal life. Live a normal life. This business of weighing this and weighing that and measuring that, come on now. That's not a realistic way to live.
Right?
It's
You
not.
obsess, it drives
We
you
have to be
nuts.
able to live a normal life, be healthy, look good. We're not asking for much. Be vibrant, and it's when you start to expand your lungs and start using the full lung capacity that you have, your life changes. It totally changes. You have so many more opportunities in your life. You don't get tired. You just simply don't. Oxygen jazzes your system up to the point that you don't get tired and dragging around.
Yeah, and that's what people want to hear, especially the diet part. Once they hear they got to cut down, that's how they hate working out. They hate exercise.
Well, they're
They
looking
just
for an
want-
excuse. See?
Yeah.
So they found one. They found an
Mhm.
excuse. But there is no excuse for this because this program's for everybody. Anybody who wants to look better, feel better, lean out, and not spend very much time. I mean, it's a dream come true, really. And I have taught so many, many thousands and thousands of people face to face and had to, oh boy, I've taken a lot of abuse over the years, but now all of a sudden things aren't the same. There's research everywhere. I mean, even, I'm sure you've heard of the book Alternative Medicine, The Definitive Guide, written by
Yes.
Dr. Burton Goldberg. It was a New York Times bestseller. he called me and wanted to learn my program. So I taught him personally because we were both on the network together, and I taught him personally. He came on one of my infomercials and said, it's the best thing he's ever done. Now, this is, he coordinated with 380 doctors to write that book, and he said, this is the best exercise.
What better review can you get?
Exactly.
What referral can you get? You know what I mean?
There's so much.
That's absolutely amazing. So you're still teaching now,
Yes.
correct? So please tell the audience, where can they, after hearing this, I'm sure you're going to have many people are going to be like, wait, this sold me right here. This is right here. Where can they go to get classes?
You know what I'd like to do?
Mm-hmm.
One day I'd like to teach you.
Oh.
And then I'd like to have you come on here and you tell your viewers what happened to you. Now, we've just met. So it's not like we're buddy-buddy, you know. But I'd like, you know, you're in great shape to begin with. But this is a good challenge because you're in great shape to begin with. And you can give your personal testimony because I measure every single person before they take this class. And then a week later and 2 weeks later, I measure them again. You'll be blown away.
And I have gymnastics and dance background, so it'd be good to hear someone who's had that
Absolutely.
type of
So are you going to take my challenge?
You know what, I just might. I mean, right before, like I was watching videos, I was like, oh, this is different. You know, and I love something different. I love learning new things. I love trying new things because everything's worth a try, right? You can't dismiss things before you try it. Like, come on. So, do you offer Zoom classes? Do you offer in person?
Yes.
Where can people contact you?
Both.
Okay.
And I have a website and I have a Instagram page and all of that where all the information is dispersed on there. What, you know, where and how and why and so forth. They can take it.
What is your handle and your website?
Yeah. I'm thinking to myself.
Bodyflex Greer?
Bodyflex Greer.
Greer. Bodyflex Greer. And this book, where can everyone purchase it? I know you could Google it and it pops right up.
Yeah. When you can get it, I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, it was written quite a long time ago, and but it's still in bookstores all over the place. Borders.
Amazing. Amazing. And the best thing about it, apart from the big font that we're talking about, is that there's visuals in here, and who doesn't love to actually have a visual and pictures that
of different positions and so forth, because you do this standing still, but you do it standing in different positions and you know, hand positions and it's amazing. I mean, you just can't even believe the results that people get. And I don't measure anymore. In the beginning I measured, but when people came back and they had such great inch loss, they'd say, oh, did you cheat? You know, so I had to hire a registered nurse to come in and measure these people, so I didn't even touch the tape measure. It's amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. Well, Greer, you have amassed an empire here in the fitness community, and I am very honored to have you on the show. I'm, you know, proud of you, even though it's weird to say, because, you know, but I really am. It's such an inspiration. I love women like you and women that have stories like this and inspired so many people and gave back in a way. So that is absolutely amazing to have on the show. I'm completely honored. Everyone, please look her up, look into her book, look into her classes, and really listen to what she's saying, because she is a woman of knowledge, of research, and science, and she really knows what she's talking about, and I have true faith that anyone who's going to try this is going to leave with amazing results. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right after the break, we're going to have another amazing boss women on here, so stay tuned and see you later.
Welcome to Social Media Shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media show. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows.
How amazing was that? You know, I met many fitness people over my time. We even had a couple on this show. But that was a very different look on a new fitness program. Well, I can't say new, but to me, it's like not something that you would hear every day. So it's a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at fitness. And I really think that everyone should go ahead and give that program a try. Now, moving on to another boss, CEO, woman, someone who's very inspiring. I have to say that I worked with her a couple of times. And remember that Jessica Rabbit costume I had on? The makeup artist for that? And the one who did the amazing wig? She is about to come on here and you're going to meet her. It is the fabulous makeup artist here in Las Vegas, Jocelyn Abrega. Hey!
Oh, thank
Please
you so
have
much
a
for having
seat,
me.
Of course.
I'm
oh
so
my
excited.
gosh. You are our first makeup artist.
Oh.
Really. We've had some people with beauty, you know, but no one who really works with the faces and works hands-on. With
Oh,
the faces.
awesome.
And Vegas, as you know, is huge on people that need hair and makeup done for conventions, photo shoots, weddings. Obviously, it's Vegas.
Yes,
right?
everything. There's always so many different events that are in town, so thankfully.
So, tell us,
keeps
like,
us busy.
Right, how long have you been a makeup artist in Vegas and then in general?
Okay. So professionally, I've been doing makeup in town for 4 years now. And in general, I've been doing makeup for over 10 years now. But with my professional career, it started off at beauty, one of the agencies here in town, Beauty Studio Inc. I'm still currently a subcontractor with them. And thankfully, they took a chance on me. I had no professional experience at all before working with them. I just kind of was just self-taught, and they took the chance on me, thankfully. And that's really what helped me elevate my skills, because I was doing it a lot more consistently, and I was doing that part-time for a long time, until just recently, a little bit over a year ago, I started doing it full-time.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Like, and there's so many makeup artists in town. Like, I've worked with them, modeling, acting, commercial, and the complicated thing I feel for makeup artists is not only just, you know, the time and the products and everything, but the different skin tones, the different eye shapes, and then what the job calls for, right? You don't, like camera, you would want don't want too much, but you want more than you would wear normally.
Right, exactly.
So tell me the struggles of doing those different types of gigs, and do you have one specific that you choose to do, or do you try to do it all?
So I, thankfully, over the years, I've had to learn how to do all varieties of makeup. So thankfully, my makeup is pretty diverse. I can do something super natural and to something really dramatic like drag makeup, transformational makeup. But it's definitely taken a lot of years, a lot of experience, a lot of trial and error, training to get to where I am now. And now I finally feel confident in my makeup. But even up until a year ago, I would go into appointments and just, because like you said, there's so much more to makeup than what you see. Different undertones, different skin types, everything, different products. You just never know how a product is gonna interact with the client's skin. So that's always, scary. And it was challenging at first to build that confidence and knowing what you're doing and being able to tailor the makeup to each client. But thankfully, I've had a lot of training. I've worked a lot on different faces and different clients, and I'm always critiquing my own work after every application I do. I look at it and I do appreciate what I've done, but I also see what I could do better. And I think that has always helped me elevate my skills, and thankfully, majority of my clients leave satisfied because I'm able to tailor the makeup to what they want. I really listen to my clients, and because my goal is to make you feel comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, and enhance and show you like how beautiful you are. Because some girls are just like, no, like I don't do that. I'm like insecure. Like I don't wear this much makeup. And then they look at it and they're like, oh my god, what? Who is this? I was here all along. Oh my god.
I love that. The transformation is my favorite, and that's my favorite type of makeup is when it's transformative.
Yeah, and I love how you said trial and error because it goes along with everything in the entertainment industry. Makeup is just as important as a photographer or a DP. It's just as much as the actor, the lighting. And so, and everyone is a new job. It's never going to be the same as the last one, so you're going to have to try to work. You think you got it, and then you're on the next day, you're like, oh my god, I thought, but please. You're like, great.
And everything matters, like every little thing, even knowing how to take pictures of your clients, knowing how the lighting on what to use with your camera, and everything it's taken me time to get to where I am right now because when I started, you don't know all that stuff. You don't know like I should probably have two light the lighting when you're doing your client's photos. Like, I need concentrated lighting in the face. You know, you don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
And even how you take the picture and how you angle it, that really matters too for your content, because content is money.
Yeah.
So,
especially with social media, and I know that you're really big on that as well. So tell us how that's really changed, you know, your viewing on how to market yourself and how to be more of an independent brand contractor.
Yeah, because my goal is not to work with agencies in town anymore and just get clients on my own. And that's what's been happening this year for me, now that I've taken the step of doing it full time. And there's so many different, when you start doing it on your own, there's a lot of little skills that you have to learn, and marketing is one of them. And so even learning TikTok, because I'm big on TikTok. I love TikTok. I love the opportunities that it can give someone, and it's just a fun platform for me. And it's taken me some time to learn how to do the transitions, and I know how to edit on there. But I definitely love TikTok, and
you have fun while working and while showcasing your individuality and your work.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's what I love about it, is social media really gives you a chance to just be kind of free and do it at your time, and then learning how you really don't need anyone. You can be independent.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think a lot of people, because I really want to talk about that agency, because, you know, I'm used to that, but in a different way. Not sort of on the makeup side, but I know how people are always telling you what you should be posting, you know, what you shouldn't be posting, what you should be doing, what you should be representing your type as. Like, you should focus on this, you know.
Yeah.
And when you learn the marketing side, you learn that I'm going to find out by myself. And look, it's working, so I don't really need anyone. So with makeup, tell the audience how the agencies, your experience with those, and how you feel it either is a pro or a con in your industry.
So for me personally, because I can only say what my own personal, what I want and what I want to achieve, I do appreciate that it gave me a start in my professional and doing this professionally here in town. I do really appreciate that, and it's given me great opportunities. I've been to the Grammys with them. It's clientele that doesn't always come consistently, so that's the only thing about working with agencies. It's sometimes they'll give you clients, and then other times, you know, you can go months without getting clients. And I believe that also has to do with your loyalty to the company. And for me, I'm more loyal to myself and my own company. So there's probably other artists that are more booked with the agency, but I like to do it I want to do it on my own. So that's my goal. So I kind of have the agencies there on the side, just to see what opportunities they can give me, but that's not my priority for me. But I know that there's other artists that get more consistent clients with these agencies. But I would suggest to any aspiring makeup artists out there right now to apply to a lot of different agencies here in town, and then see which ones you like. And but I also do encourage to do it on your own and market yourself, market your work, put yourself out there, and don't be afraid to. And because you can do it on your own too.
Yeah, having that independence now with all of goes hand in hand with we were talking about just from your phone, learning how to take content. You could take pictures. You don't really need a photographer or another person. Now with tripods and ring lights, like you can just learn those and then just see what works and what you like the best. And what's people don't understand is when you do content for makeup artists, like how we met originally, we did a photo shoot as a collaboration, and we're showcasing like her makeup along with like a hairstylist and all those things. But as a model, you do have to take certain shots that the makeup artist would like, and so what people don't know is that you have to make sure you're highlighting like the eyeshadow, the blending, you know, the cheek, the contour, right? Like,
right. Oh yeah, she did an amazing job doing that too.
Thank you. But you know, so and you can see that it's you can tell lots of people that how hard and difficult that is. It's not like what people would think, and every little detail. Why it takes so long is because you want to showcase every little thing.
I believe that just in general, people don't understand completely how much work it takes, and like she said, the details in productions and putting on something like that for sure. It takes so much time, skill from everyone, skill sets from everyone, and years to build that skill set. And I just want to encourage anyone out there that you don't have to be perfect in order to start, and to just keep going. Don't be hung up on it needs to be perfect. I'm not where I want to be, because you will get to where you want to be eventually. You just have to keep going. Don't stop.
Period.
Yes.
Period. And what I love about her is not only did she know my face right away, like that makeup the first time we did a glam was like my favorite. Like I went home and I was still taking pictures. I was like, oh my god, she really did beat this face. I was like, because having Asian eyes, like I'm sure many, you know, whether you have a different skin tone, where you have bad experiences, or an eye shape where you've had bad experiences with makeup artists, they either, you know, enhance it or just make it look, they don't know how to work with the face. And so what you really did is you just like, I was like, oh, okay, Miss Girl. Yes. I was like, look at these lashes, look at this. So that was absolutely amazing. And what's good about her is that when she's on a photo shoot, so if you guys are looking to hire her, which you should, she hypes you up. She's over there with the behind the scenes. She is like, oh my god, yes, yes. Oh yeah, she's like right there. And every model's always like, can someone take BTS? Can someone take BTS? You don't have to ask her. She is up there creating her TikToks, like all of it. And I was like, yes, this is it. She is
I can't hold it in when I see, especially watching her work. It's like, oh my gosh, I love my work too, and then her work and everyone's work, it just gets me excited. And
she's a hype girl, okay? She's gonna be that one you want on set. So everyone needs to know your name in this city. Everyone needs to.
You.
There's so many photographers, you know, there's conventions, there's photography, like all this stuff, weddings that you could be on, working every day, movies, sports, like you got all this stuff that you could do all your stuff on, awards ceremonies. We even have Maria. We can even hire her for a red carpet. Do the makeup for these people, because we need her to be like over here, like yes.
Yes, I love red carpet makeup and doing special effects makeup. That's one of my favorites, and I'll specialize in bridal too. And like you were saying, how I can, I really do customize the look to my client. I've taken a lot of training to be able to do that. I've trained with Academy here in town, Glam Sophisticated Academy, with the makeup artist there. Her name is Nicolina. She was my first mentor. I love her so much. And
Ivanova?
I'm sorry?
Ivanova? Nicolina.
Oh, you know her? Oh, yes. She's amazing. And I did a 5-day training with her initially, and that's what really gave me the confidence to start doing makeup full time and taking that step. She's really what got me to be where I am today. And then I also did a training with another makeup artist here in town. Her name is Esme Mua. She has about 40,000 followers, and she's amazing. She was one of my makeup idols here in town before, and she still is. And I did a training with her, a 3-day training with her about a year ago. And I'm not sure, I know not too many people know, but P. Louise Makeup Academy, it's an academy in the UK. They specialize in dramatic makeup, like it's like a masterpiece on the face and on the eyeshadow. I've taken a couple trainings with them too. So all of that has really helped me to be able to customize the makeup to each client and to each preference too.
Yeah, and you can do everything at that point. You can't say, okay, oh, sorry, that's not my thing. You know, like, and there's some people that do, because it's, especially with FX, like that requires a lot of time and but you could do movies. That opens up a whole other, job field for you to do, and
special
that'd be
effects
fun.
makeup is so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. I haven't done too much special effects makeup, but when I do, I've surprised myself every time.
We should do one. Girl.
Yes!
Give me ideas.
Yes!
Avatar is coming out. We should.
We have to. We have to.
Yes, but that's a good point to make because a lot of people send mood boards, right? Everyone has a Pinterest board and they send, oh, I saw this makeup, but the person's face isn't. They don't have the same shape, same eye shape, same skin tone. So sometimes it comes out and they're not very satisfied. So what's great about you is that you're able to know how to get that look on someone's face and make it look like what they want.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of kind of just being like, oh yeah, that is. It's just because
Yeah, and I do set expectations to my clients too when they show me a picture and I let them know if it's not exactly if I let them know that I do tailor it to look good on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing. So what is your lifetime goal? Do you have, a goal of having your own studio, to have artists working under you that, kind of showcase your brand, or do you just want to have like your own independent company, solely you?
I do want to have a studio, and I would love to teach other people how to, more on the business side, on just taking the chance on yourself and starting that business that you want to start and taking the chance on yourself to achieve the life that you actually want to have. So I know that I do want to have other artists because I do work with other artists already. I hire other makeup artists or hairstylists if I need them, and I do have some makeup artists that I work with closely all the time, and I'm not too sure honestly about actually having like a team of people, because more I think I would want to focus more on like the business and helping people get out of their heads and more into themselves and pursuing the passions that they want in life.
Yeah, and their individuality and inspiring those, which is why you're on my show.
Yes.
Which is amazing. It's a message that I really want to push, is that you don't want people to be like working under you or be like you or copying you. You want to inspire them to be their best self.
Because for me, like if I don't want to limit myself with just makeup and just only focusing on with makeup artists, I want to be able to just help anyone that wants to start their own business and
give back at that time. Just be like, I did it, so you can do it.
Right,
Let's get you there.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to, work overshadowed or copy someone else. You can find what makes you you, and that's how you're going to make it.
And that's that's the important part right there is, there's always inspiration that you can use, but really making it your own style, whatever it is, your own message, and what feels right for you to share. To me, that's really important. Like you said.
So, fun question though, just because. What's your favorite makeup brand out there right now? I know that you guys use a bunch of different things, but is there one that you're like, if that's the only one I can use from overall, which one would it be?
I would say NARS.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
We all know NARS.
Oh my gosh, NARS. I don't know how many. I use some other products, and I've been asked this question before, so I've had some time to think about it.
You're like, oh my gosh, not on this one.
Right, because sometimes I'd be like, I'm not sure how to answer that because I use so many different brands. But if there was one brand that I could only use that brand, definitely be NARS. Their makeup is more like skin-like, and that's what I like to achieve with my makeup. It's like, it's more of your own skin.
Yeah. So where can everyone find you to contact you, to book you, because you're that amazing?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm really big on TikTok, that's where I put a lot of my content out there. It's beautylicious _ about 7 times on each.
Yeah. I got lucky number. We're in Vegas, honey.
Right. And all the other ones were taken, so
Yeah.
But you'll see
Amazing.
me there, and then also my personal is just Jocelyn Abrega on Instagram and TikTok too.
Well, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you. She is
Thank you so
amazing to
much.
work with, and I'm so thankful to also call her a friend and someone that I can see we meet eye to eye. And she's just another strong woman to have on your team, on your side, inspiring you and knowledgeable. She knows her craft. That's what I appreciate about people I have on my show, is that they know the craft. They've done the research, they've done the training, and they're here not to just be a makeup artist, but to really be a makeup artist, like know what it is and what it takes to be one. So everyone,
Thank you.
Jocelyn Abrega, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Catch her
having me.
on TikTok, Instagram, all the social media,
Yes.
and we'll be back with you after the break.
This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra.
Welcome to social media shows. Have you been watching social media shows recently? Of course you have. We have been live streaming for 4 years across. Welcome to social media shows. Have you
This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra. This program is brought to you by the Nevada Chamber Orchestra.
Didn't I tell you that was an amazing show? Viewers like you, all of these entrepreneurs, these artists, these talents are able to showcase their work and have more viewers be out there knowing who they are, so they can no longer be quote unquote undiscovered, even though they are discovered, but you know what we mean. So as always, I'm your host Priscilla Moy, and we will see you next Wednesday for another set of amazing guests. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe, support continuously. They all mean the world to all of us here on this show. So I will see you back at next Wednesday at 3 p.m. I'm Priscilla Moy, and thank you again.